Hi everyone. So has anyone been watching SAS Who Dares Wins? This is a little bit of a vent. So I've been watching that program since it started, when that guy, the first guy, was in it and he got kicked off the show. I think he said something about religion or something. In the time I've been watching, there's different celebrities on there. They all go on the show. They obviously want to prove their fitness. They want to prove that they can take on challenges. Some leave because they got medical withdrawal. Some leave because they can't handle it. Some leave because whatever reason. I've never, in the time I've been watching it, seen someone get kicked off the show. And I'm fuming because it's one of my favourite. Phantom, his name is Toby, but he's Phantom in Gladiator. I watch Gladiators. I also follow him on Instagram. I literally sent him a post the other day saying, I hope you do well on the show, SAS Who Dares Wins, and I'll watch you on Gladiators. This guy didn't do anything to get kicked off the show. I mean, I don't even know what happened. So anyway, what happened was, I think the reason he got kicked off is because one of those guys in the team didn't like him. They didn't like the fact that he was tall, strong. They didn't like the fact that he was quite confident. They didn't like the fact that there was a little bit of something was going on between them, a bit of tension. There's probably things in the scene, behind the scenes, which we didn't see. Anyway, yesterday, fair enough, like Toby, Phantom, he hasn't been probably pulling his weight as much. But I've watched this program for years and I've seen people who have done a lot worse than him. He was still being respectful to the captains. He did one challenge where he just didn't push himself. I remember that he was going underwater under a tunnel. I know he was taking his time on that. Yesterday, they were going into a building. They were meant to identify some objects and bring them out. They put on a gas mask and then they were meant to get out. Fair enough, he did take the pee a bit because they told him and the other woman, they were like, you need to get out, you need to get out. And then he did a countdown, the captain did, and they didn't listen. But two of them were in that building. So to me, if two of them didn't listen, and if they both ignored the captain, why did he get sent home? He was just told, give me your armband. And then when he was trying to do a little speech and say to people, it was nice to thanks for the opportunity, he was like, I don't want to hear you speak. He was really rude to him. I think that man had it in for him. It seemed personal. And I don't like things like that, because the amount of celebrities that have given up at the first hurdle, the amount of celebrities that have been giving back chat, there was nothing that he did that deserved him to be thrown off. They could have either given him a warning and said, next time you have to put in more effort. They could have took him to the side. He's opened up about his past like all the other celebrities have. I think he's going to take it in because he's a gladiator and because he's quite as well popular and that sort of thing. It's not nice to be kicked off a show because you've taken time to go on it. You probably want to get to the end. You're quite competitive. A few people were a bit shocked. They didn't even show him like saying goodbye and that sort of thing. I think it's edited. Something's happened, I think, behind the scenes with him and this other guy. This other guy had a bad attitude towards him. He didn't like the fact that Toby didn't listen. But they could have just given him a warning. So yeah, to me, I don't know if you guys have watched it, but to me, it was unnecessary. It was not something that I was expecting to see, because I've watched this show for years and there's been people that have been rude, disrespectful, people that have done all sorts of things, and no one has ever been kicked off like that. So did you guys watch it? Let me know what you think. And I'm going to go on my Instagram and see if anyone is like saying anything about it as well on Toby's page.